season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going for, he's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. There he goes left side. line. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to
DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got it tight end, David Njoku. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll buy some time right. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Browns 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're going to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On second down, Mostert. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 14-14.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
By the Bears.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Complete.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Bears first down.
57's the mark. Mark 57.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now Haskins on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Browns 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
He's got daylight past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone knows their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. End result, 21 yards.
That's another Browns
Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 3.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now can reverse the trend on 3rd and goal. The last 2 plays having gone backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Haskins for the first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Haskins on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller. Very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. Let's see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Haskins to throw it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
The 14-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 31, Browns 28. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 35, Bears 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to number
Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
is good.
Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sideline. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Haskins. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Clayton Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to Mooney. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mostert. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Bears 38.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st down.
From the gun, Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. Here's Haskins to throw. Got his man.
What the fuck?
For a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool. There to make the grab. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Try to run it in with Montgomery. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Bears 46.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Mayfield now from the 50. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. And trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up 12 yards, but they needed more. Fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.